Now we're off. Right, so let's see if that works. Okay, so we're talking about edge weapons. We're talking first, we're going on about realistic self-defense. Now, realistic self-defense is basically based on realism. Okay, so now I've put my belt on because this is my uniform and I feel comfortable doing it this way. So when Alan is going to strike me with a blade, boom, this way, it's not going to be a one move, it's going to be a random attack there, so it's going to be fast, aggressive, and it's going to be that type of thing. For us to try and do the technique where we do the grab, and then he withdraws it, we've now been cut. We've got to understand that any type of edge weapons, you're going to get cut. 100%. You're going to get a slice, you're going to get cut, you're going to get marks, you're going to get battered, you're going to get bumped and bruised and everything. Okay? As soon as that blade comes out, you've got to think mindset. Your mindset has got to be completely on top all the time. So if you see a person who comes out, and if we're doing CP work, this is not physical intervention, this is pure self-defense. We've got to think, how do we defend it? If I go from here blocked down, that's that punch where he's going to come round and he's going to hit me nice and square, right in the thing, pull the blade back and then come and stab me. Okay? So we've got to look at how do we control that. So the first things that we're going to learn on this is basically closing that person down there, boom, we've been stabbed. You've got to create a barrier. Okay? You've got to create a barrier which is going to destroy their mindset. Not the person, we've got to destroy their mindset. And our mindset has got to change completely. So now he's just tapping his other leg forward. So he's now going to alter his stance. You've got to be able to look at that. So as he comes forward, and he's now coming forward this thing, he's actually making a longer stance rather than a reverse stance. So your mindset, remember an attacker, they've got intent. What we've got to try and look at is basically destroying that technique that they're going to be doing and basically working on our own mindset, not the technique. This is why we're talking about realistic techniques. So if all these other things where they go from here and they've gone 1, 2, taking it down this way and all this business, it won't work. It won't work. Because at the end of the day, what you've got to try and think of, well, it would, but I'm going to get cut. You will get cut 100%. So if it's something, and you're thinking, right, we'll do that technique. These techniques are good, you grab him, one, you lock him up, but then he could actually come around and do that punch. I could actually move him this way, but it's always about there. So if you've locked him up there like we do in the physical intervention, and you do this nice little technique, now he's disarmed. Okay? Okay? But that is if he's doing a very single stab. But if it was like Alan and he's coming towards me, boom, 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 he might even throw a punch as well. It depends on how trained that person is. The person in Nottingham, the person in France, they just go and slash, whatever it was. Okay? They're not trained, but they've got intent. And what we've got to destroy is their technique and then change our mindset, not thinking, right, I'm going to grab hold of it. Because as soon as you grab that blade and it comes through, you're going to get cut. Your hands are going to get severed. And that's it, you're done. You're finished. Okay? I think we can close that one down.